back. Thanks again for being part of the channel here at Not Your Father's Capital. Enjoying the weekend. Beautiful day outside. Starting it off. Got to get a cup of coffee in. Hope you guys are all doing well. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened overnight with Kaspa. All right. So there's been a lot of speculation about profit taking. A lot of people have been talking about Kaspa falling back, getting back to that 9 cents level, which is okay. Take your profits within crypto. That's something that happens more frequently than not. Well, we don't talk about it enough, right? We talked a little bit yesterday on the channel about success and what your purpose is and why you invested in Kaspa. Well, here we are today. We're tracing up to that 14 cents level, okay? Now we're gonna have to call that a resistance because we have not broken through it, but more so as we get into the weekend, we all know how crazy crypto can take off. A lot of active traders on the weekend with nothing better to do. Traditional stock markets are closed. It's kind of one of my favorite times to trade crypto, to be honest. But right here, right now, I want to talk to you guys about the last 24 hours. 15% up for Kaspa, all right? 70% gaining on the week. So, like I said, profit taking will be natural at those levels. Where on earth could you get 70% in 1 week back on your money? That's respectable. I hope you guys do it. Make your money. Never gonna fault anybody for having any success, making any money out there in the game. But more so, if you look at what Kaspa was actually doing, this is why you got into Kaspa. A lot of you guys put it into the comments down below, right? So obviously, now that we're on the subject, subscribe down below, smash that like button, and do drop that KAS, drop that CAS in the chat. Let's get this out to everybody watching on this Saturday. But now, so this is why we got in. We got in because it was early. It was a fair launch. Nobody knew exactly what Kaspa was. Nobody has a clue where it's headed. But if you've been around crypto long enough, you kind of can connect the dots. None of the bigger exchanges have any Kaspa. They're now accumulating it. They're filling their liquidity pools. And that's kind of what's going on. We've heard Binance is going to list Kaspa, okay? And you can see that by more exchanges in the chatter that they're going to list the futures, right? Because they can't really do it because they don't have any of their pools yet. Because they weren't promised any tokens, any team tokens, any exchange tokens. They weren't given that edge over the retail investors, the everyday people like me and you, okay? But now this is where we're seeing essentially this kind of effect we see that happens with the big ones, the big tier ones, Coinbase, Binance. It's where you get this effect. Now Binance is gonna cause that effect a little bit further, obviously. We can see basically, you know, a crypto see almost double, 100% gaining just because of volume and availability to your everyday trader. What you can gain just from, they call it the Coinbase effect, okay? So that's kind of something where we're seeing basically is a show of how legitimate Kaspa actually is, okay? Like I said, guys, correction is likely, correction is healthy. It's something definitely in the cards, especially on the weekend. A lot of people are going to just be looking at the charts, and either if you're in Kaspa for the long game, hey, you have nothing to lose, right? As long as you're taking profits respectively, and you have your goals and what you're getting into Kaspa for, you have you have a plan, you have an exit strategy. That's what matters, because by doing that, that's going to allow you to make decisions effectively and manage your bags, because it's going to get wild. We hit Binance, we hit Coinbase, it's gonna get real. And I think all of us holding Kaspa, if you're lucky enough to get it underneath that 10 cents level, right? At that 3, 4, 5 cents level, or even earlier, I applaud you. But this is where we're at. And this is kind of the turning point where we're still in this hypothetical what if situation, but we're starting to turn the corner on the bear market into the bull. And nonetheless, Kaspa is still here today, turning its corner as we get into more tier 1 exchanges, and we start to become the talk of the town, I think, more on a broader crypto scale, and not just me, you, and your buddy that owns Kaspa and that was lucky enough to get in at the levels that we did. So that's what's going on. There's going to be, I feel, obviously, no crystal ball, but I feel personally with my own investment strategy, I am expecting a sell-off. So I'm going to be looking to buy the dip over the weekend because I am long on Kaspa. So I'll obviously do your own research, all your homework, due diligence, all things crypto and financial. But wanted to get this out for you guys. I feel like you got to wake up. You just got to talk Kaspa with. It's something like a compelling feel. It really have a strong feel on this one for the long term. Excited to see where Kas can head. I hope you guys are all doing well. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy some time with some family, friends. Please subscribe down below. Smash that like button, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks.